In this video I want to explain you how to do a rescue. Here we have Jana, who just doesn't have any energy anymore. She's not injured, she's not unconscious. There are other videos that I link in the description where you can see how to rescue an unconscious person and also different rescue methods. But this rescue method is one that I've tried out a bit lately, where I can also show you how to go over a connection without any additional gear. So what I've prepared here is a sling that is just slightly more than 2 meters long. And I give that down to Jana so she can clip it in on one side. On the other side, I clip it in to myself. And then I've prepared a hangover and I clip that sling into the hangover with the ball bearings on the line. So once I start pulling on this line, she's gonna start rolling on the ball bearings of the hangover. And it's important to not pass the sling inside the leash rings, but outside of the leash rings. So I'm gonna show you how this works here. Ideally, I have the hangover in front of my sling like this. So once I start pulling, it starts sliding. And here comes a connection, so I shortly have to pull myself over it so I can keep going. And now comes the real problem. The leash rings get stuck in the connection and also the hangover doesn't go over it. So what do I do now? I'm gonna create space here. I just clip in a few carabiners here. What I have at hand are some hangovers, some other carabiners. I just clip them in simply to push the leash ring over that connection, because like when I pull on that sling, there is no force anymore on this leash ring, so I can then easily just like push it over the connection with that. So as you can see here, I've created some space. Creates even a bit more space with the ball bearings upwards, but it doesn't matter too much. So I try again to pull it over. It still gets stuck, but now with the difference that the leash ring is on the other side. So now I can take out all the spaces that I've created. And I can simply lift the hangover over the connection and I can keep going. And as you can see, it slides like butter. It's super easy, but if I don't have a lot of strength and it gets more and more uphill, it's gonna still be strenuous. So this method is amazing for people who have enough highline experience, enough strength to just pull someone out. And from here on, if you don't have enough strength, you can, instead of using this sling, replace it by a rope or by a longer slackline that is then fixed at the anchor, where more people from the anchor can pull with exactly the same method like with the hangover here, just with a longer sling, so you don't have to pull from the line but from the anchor. And what I really love personally about this method is like it's really all the gear that you have, like normally you have it on the Highline. You don't need any super special rescue gear. It's just like really simple rescue gear. It's like a 2 meter sling plus a hangover, 2 carabiners and my personal belay sling plus some carabiners as spacers. That's all the gear you need for this rescue method. And if, for example, you don't have a rope at hand, what you can also try is like taking the slack line that is after the web lock, and if this one is long enough, you could even go out to the person with this one. So if, for example, I pull her out another 10-20 meters and there is 10-20 meters of extra slack line at the anchor, I can just like clip this one in and keep pulling with that. I hope you enjoyed the videos. Feel free to ask questions in the comments, and I would really appreciate if you drop a like if you want to keep getting informative videos from our side. Thank you and see you in the next video.